is the Taliban, in a sense, a failure of the Muslim world, you know, altogether, in a sense that, there has to be some sort of responsibility on the shoulders of the Muslim world at large to say, this is nothing to do with us. You guys are just pariahs. We don't want you to do these things.
100%, 100% it's on the Muslim world. I mean, you know, more than 15 million Muslim women are being subjugated to slavery. This is who is going to step in and under the banner of Islam, right? It's not just they are being subjugated to this gender persecution, gender apartheid for other reasons. It is purely from a religious perspective under the name of Islam. And I think Taliban, they're I mean, when you look at these decrees and the actions of them, their idea of governance is not even, some of them say, oh, it's, we will lose our soldiers, we will lose our, foot soldiers, we will lose cohesion, we will lose public support. But it's not about public support. They don't believe they have to serve the public. Their idea of governance is very different. I think it's also about this relationship between governance and religion, right? Because they feel their job is to serve the God and God only. God has given them this amazing victory. They have defeated an empire. They have defeated all these infidels who came to Afghanistan, invade Afghanistan, and God allowed them this victory. They made these sacrifices. Now they are in power and they have to serve God. They have to serve religion. They have to glorify God's word. And the way to do that is to ensure that every single person living in Afghanistan is upholding religion as they interpret it, right?
Mm.
As the Amir defines religion. So that's Amir's main job, to make sure that no one under his watch is defying the word of God. And if people starve, he has said this. I mean, initially he said this: if people starve, that's not our problem. Our our job is not. Our job is not to feed people. Our job is not to build clinics or serve the population. Our job is to serve the God.
Our
That's
job
our
is to send people to heaven,
exactly. Our job
to
is to serve.
force them through the gates, to force them through the gates.
This really twisted understanding, but for the very simple and straightforward of understanding the role of a government, the job of an Amir, someone who rules. And he calls himself Amir al-Mu'minin, like the leader of the faithful. It's not just Afghanistan, Indonesia follows. So this is a threat. Of course, this is a threat to Islam.
Mm.
I think this is a threat to Muslim countries. What's the message for young people who are being radicalized in Muslim countries? What's the message to radical groups that are challenging some of the leadership in the Muslim countries? But also to the values. If Muslim leaders believe that justice and equality and human dignity are the values of Islam, or core values, in fact,
Yeah.
justice, core value, human dignity is a core value. This is a huge challenge, the biggest challenge perhaps ever, coming from a Muslim, so-called Muslim rulers to Islam.